Welcome in, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name is Lisa. Welcome to Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. I do appreciate all your guys' support and likes, subscribes. Really does make a huge difference. So thank you for supporting our little channel. It's growing, so that's awesome. As well, if you're interested in a personal read, I do them. Feel free to reach out to me. The email address is in the description box of this reading. So let's dive in here, Pisces. So this is going to be your June general read for love for the month of June. So it is your longer read, so hopefully you can bear with me. I already pulled your oracle cards and a few tarot, and then I had to stop and restart. So I have a few cards out, but I'm going to walk you through everything. So we're going to take a look at you, kind of what's going on with you and your person here, as well as get some feelings, actions for the month of June, and kind of where things are headed into July. So definitely stay tuned for that. And at the end of the reading as well, I will pull some messages from your person's higher self. So, all right, so let's dive on in here. Pisces, again, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any placement in Pisces, hopefully something resonates for you guys. So it definitely looks like, Pisces, you've been really feeling a little bit bereft, a little bit exhausted here to the sea, maybe spending a lot of time by yourself, contemplating, thinking about what it is that you want to do, how you're feeling about this relationship with this person, as well as other things in your life possibly. But again, spending a lot of time, feeling quite emotional, I want to say. I mean, you are a Pisces, so I do feel like you feel things deeply. But really trying to discover the truth. So, your animal spirit that came through for the month is this black egg card. This really talks about, getting to the root cause of a situation, or really trying to take the time to understand like what happened, why it happened, what the universe is trying to teach you here. So again, I feel like this card doesn't come out very often, so I was kind of surprised when it came out for you guys. But it looks like, spending a lot of time trying to understand, where you're at, where you're going, and why things happened the way that they did. I believe that things happen for a reason. Nothing is, completely random. I mean, you have free will, but at the end of the day, I feel like whatever path, is pointing in your birth chart, there's definitely things I feel that happen in your life that, you know, that are destined to happen. There's kind of no way around it. So again, I feel like you're kind of grappling with some bigger questions about, your purpose, what the purpose was, what the lesson was in a previous situation. So Spirit is wanting you to know that, you are entering a new romantic cycle, or you have the option of, turning something into more romantic. But, you're going to need to be confident, find that confidence within you that, not every love situation is going to turn out how it did in the past. I feel like that's a big thing that Spirit is encouraging you to do. Because when I clarified these two cards, you got the Four of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Seven of Cups, and the World card. So before you can start a new romantic cycle with somebody, or, turn something into something more romantic, I feel like, you have to really let go of, the unfairness, the unjust. I feel like you're pretty disillusioned about love, or your choices that you made in love. So Seven of Cups is really talking about, being disillusioned. So I feel like you're, feeling disillusioned. So I feel like you're going to need to get out of that energy before this new romantic cycle can begin. So again, hanging on to, past hurts, or having the attitude that, I never make good decisions in love. Love just hurts. Like, I just always get burned. Like, it's that kind of energy. So you need to work through that. I feel like that's really what you're doing right now with that black egg, and like to the sea, really trying to figure that out about the direction that you're wanting to move in with this person. So I don't know for some of you who this person is, but we'll examine them and get their energy, what's coming towards you here with this person. So I definitely feel like with this Divine Feminine card, this person that is on your mind, I feel like they definitely want to see success with you. I feel like in the back of your mind, I feel like you feel like this person is a very special person. So I don't know if this is somebody from your past or not. because you got the return card. But I almost feel like this return isn't so much talking about somebody coming back from the past. I feel like it's the return to brighter days, the return to, having faith and love again, the return to, discovering your divine feminine. I mean, we each have divine feminine and divine masculine in us, and it's kind of really getting in touch with your heart. So how do you really feel about this person that's on your mind? um, you know can you move into a new romantic cycle here? Can you like let go of what's happened in the past, either with this person or in previous relationships? Is what's really the just here for the month of June here for you, Pisces. So I feel like by the end of June, definitely might have a better idea about what direction you want to move in, whether or not for some of you want to take a relationship in a more romantic sense, or you have a brand new person coming in. Again, I don't, whoever this person is, we're going to talk about them now for you. So we have Leo coming out, some Libra, Scorpio, and some Cancer energy. So it doesn't have to be, but that's just the energy that's coming out. Your person got a win-win outcome is forecast. So a lot of scales reference in this reading. So a lot of mirroring as well between you and this person. So this person, I feel like, is, the type of person that does look on the bright side of things. The glass is half full, not empty. And this person also is trying to release kind of the same similar energy. So I feel like you and this person definitely may have some things in common as far as like, not having the greatest picker as far as like picking people to be in relationships with. I feel like love has disappointed both of you in the past. That's definitely something that you might both bond, or have a bond, or like have a lot in common. And again, a lot of mirroring going on between you and your person. So this person, though, I feel like they are, kind of tired of the situation just kind of being a bit at a standstill. So I don't know, if you've been with this person for a while, this person is, a little bit exhausted here um, in this card. Kind of like when are things going to change is really what I'm getting. And I feel like they are trying to kind of like, be positive, think the best here in the situation with you, Pisces. Are we better off together? Should we, do you have a clear head? Do you know what you're really wanting? So again, I feel like this person has probably obviously been waiting for you to kind of make a decision to try and move forward here. Are we moving forward together? Are we better off together? I feel like we could be happy together, but you need to be in a clear headspace. And obviously right now you're not, right? You're kind of going through the motions here about trying to figure out what it is that you want moving forward, and whether or not you can really open up your heart to this person. So your person's coming through here as the lizard. This is fire energy. So again, could be dealing with an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. But this person is very sensitive. I feel like they, are really good at, possibly giving you advice, and, or, just in general, a very spiritual person, somebody who's in touch with all of their chakras. As you can see on the lizard, all of the chakras are open. So I feel like this person has been pretty open with you, Pisces, about what it is that they're really wanting with you. And then they got the relief card. So I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough here in this relationship, or some new perspective about, where things are headed here by the end of June. So I feel like right now, kind of everything's still in a little bit of a flux. And I feel like this person is kind of waiting on you. So let's ask about how this person is currently feeling about Pisces. Ooh. So I just saw the King of Pentacles flipped over. So I feel like this person is wanting to have like a long-term stable relationship with you, or at least, an exclusive relationship with you, or, talk about that, talk about the future here between the two of you. Yeah. So there's the Three of Wands. I'm going to take it. So I want it to come out while I'm talking and shuffling. So again, this person's, I feel like, been waiting. How does this person feel about Pisces? How is this person feeling about Pisces currently for the month of June? What's this person's energy, spirit towards Pisces? Yeah, just really waiting for things to change, I feel. kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt here as well. Queen of Cups. So I like that. I feel like you and this person are both, you know, you're the King of Cups. This person's showing up with the Queen of Cups. So yeah, I feel like this person's waiting for you to kind of like open up, put your heart on the line, take a chance. Tell me more. This person does have deep feelings for you though, and they do care about you for sure. Anything else on this person's feeling, Spirit? So we have the Devil card, so a lot of attraction. This person could also feel a little bit codependent towards you and you towards them. Take it how it resonates here. Yeah, so the underlying energy here at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups and the Magician. So this really talks about, you know, if things are not happening soon, you know, we need to have a conversation about that. You know, someone may need to walk away from a situation if it's not moving or growing. Is really what I'm getting off your person here. What's the relief card about in June? What's the relief card here for Pisces person? Why is relief here? So, Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. All right. I feel like this person, I don't know, this person definitely, you know, has had their heart broken, just like you here, Pisces. But at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, you and this person do bring a lot of happiness towards each other. You're kind of both wanting the same thing here. Possibly. We'll take a look at your feelings, but you know, this person's kind of been up in their head. And again, that's probably why they got the perspective card, because again, this person's kind of mirroring you as far as like your energy or your experiences in love. It's the same. It's been the same, right? But they're trying to kind of like, you know, be more positive. And I don't know, you might tell them that, you know, they really do make you happy and you really do feel fulfilled. So I feel like that is going to be a relief to this person, but we'll see what comes through in your feelings. So I do feel like there's going to be a conversation between the two of you that kind of, you know, puts you guys both on kind of the same page here with that Six of Swords. Like looking at the situation the same, wanting the same things, and being honest and open with each other about, you know, the things that you love about each other, right? Or that you like about each other. So let's see, how does Pisces truly feel about this person? How does Pisces feel about this person? How does Pisces feel about this person on their mind? So you have the Hierophant. So they've been a great teacher, spiritual teacher to you, a mentor, possibly somebody that's given you a lot of great advice. Tell me more. Pisces feelings. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person really filled you up, or, you know, but it looks like after, you know, a time of, you know, feeling abandoned or feeling alone in love, it looks like there definitely could be a new emotional beginning here with this person. And again, we did get that a new romantic cycle begins. So I feel like as you close out a chapter, a pretty harsh chapter, and kind of change your perspective here and your person, you know, that love is possible. Anything is possible. You can both be happy and have a new emotional beginning. Then I feel like a decision is going to be made, or you guys are being, look at that. I love that. I love it when judgment and temperance come out together, because it looks like, you know, the universe, I feel like, is really pulling for this relationship, or pulling for the two of you to be together. So beautiful energy, both angels here. Archangel Gabriel, you know, is waking somebody up that, you know, this is a pretty special relationship that you have with each other, and it's not to be taken for granted is really what I'm getting. And somebody definitely might have been doing that, you know, focusing on the negative instead of turning around and seeing that beautiful Two of Cups behind them. So this could be you and your person, actually, because I mean, again, you guys are kind of mirroring each other. That, you know, there is some healing that needs to happen for you for sure. And same thing for your person here. So I do like that. Let's talk about actions. What actions is this person going to take towards Pisces in June? Actions towards Pisces, please, in June. Actions towards Pisces in June, please. All right, so we have the Emperor card coming out. Ace of Swords, so that's a conversation. Four of Swords. Can I get one more? Actions from this person towards Pisces. I feel like this person knows that, you know, there is some healing that needs to happen for you, Pisces. Yeah. So I feel like there's definitely like a conversation that I feel like this person might say to you, Pisces, okay, you need to like step up, you know, if you're going to be my man or woman. I know that you've been, you know, going through a lot or having a hard time, but either you know, are passionate about me and you care about me deeply and we're moving things forward. So it's that kind of conversation here. Or are you going to wallow, you know, in what happened to you in the past and love here? You're going to turn around and see that Two of Cups here, Pisces. So that's kind of the energy coming off your person here. So be prepared to have a pretty deep conversation about, you know, what it is that you're wanting. And again, I feel like in order for you to get there, you definitely still need to do a little bit of healing. And I feel like your person is aware of that. But at the end of the day, I feel like you're going to need to make a decision about what direction you're moving. Are you like all in, or you're not here in this situation with this person? Are you going to turn around and see that Two of Cups, or are you going to continue, you know? But I feel like you are trying to kind of find balance here. So a lot of good cards coming. Four of Wands, the Sun, Ace of Pentacles, brand new start, you know, brand new kind of like perception or attitude towards life. So I do like it. I feel like this has been a pretty hard cycle that you've had to go through. And we did actually just, Saturn just left Pisces, like as I'm literally recording this, we're at like the 29th degree of Saturn in Pisces, and it's tonight, it's moving into Aries. So it's funny because, yeah, we have the Emperor here, which is Aries card. So I do feel like you're going to need a little bit of time. So you may say that to this person, but I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling like your person is pretty tired here. So there needs to definitely be either a conversation and you and them need to be on the same page about where things are going here. So what actions is Pisces going to take? Let's ask about your actions and then I'll pull some hidden messages. What actions is Pisces going to take towards this person, Spirit? Actions towards Pisces, or sorry, Pisces action towards this person. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you, you've already invested a lot of time and energy and love. Tell me about Eight of Cups. Can I get another card? One more, please. All right, that's all that the Spirit wants to give me. So it looks to me like Pisces, you might definitely say to this person, like, I'm not opposed to working on things. You know, we've already invested a lot of time and a lot of energy to walk away. But I am, you know, my wish is to kind of get there. but I'm definitely going to need some time, right? That we already talked about for healing. But it's like I've invested a lot of time and energy. I don't really want to walk away. I want to, that is my wish that I can get there, but I'm going to need some time. What's the star here? Tell me about the star. And I feel like this Nine of Cups is you saying to this person, you really do make me happy. Tell me about the star. What's the star here? Yeah, so in order for this to work, I'm going to need some time. I'm still feeling pretty, battered and bruised and banged up from what I went through in the past. But if you're patient with me, I feel like we can work things out, is really what I'm getting. Let's clarify your Eight of Cups, though. I just want to see what comes out on that card. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here in Pisces actions towards this person. Page of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. The Death card. The Sun. I don't know. I feel like there might be definitely some of you that are going to be in the energy of like, maybe I just need to be alone for a while to kind of really figure out what it is that I want. So I might need, like we talked about here, with time and healing. But with the Sun card, again, I feel like coming out, it is highlighted to you that I feel like you are expressing to this person that, that this person does mean a lot to you, and that this relationship is, very special. That they do make you really happy. But I feel like for some of you, you might say, I need some time still. Like, I don't want things to be over completely here, I still want to see you. I still am not really ready, is really what I'm getting off your cards. You might also say to this person, if I'm holding you up, from finding your happiness, you might say to this person that, I don't want to hold you back, is really what I'm getting. So I feel like for some of you, again, there's the Two of Cups, not too far behind. So I feel like maybe in 5 or 6 months, you might be feeling more apt to jump into a relationship than you are right now, Pisces. So I just feel like you need some time here. So I feel like, explain this to your person. And I guess if, you and this person are meant to be together, it'll work out, but I do feel like you're going to be requesting some time, that you need some time here. So hopefully this reading made sense. Let's get some messages from this person, something you may not know. Messages from this person's higher self to Pisces. Messages from this person's higher self to Pisces. All right, we have these feelings are eating me alive. The bottom of the deck is I want to be different. And sorry guys, I have to split this deck in half because it's so big. Messages for Pisces, please, from this person. Any other messages? All right, don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. I don't understand. Anything else? I'm just going to give them one more quick shuffle. Any other messages for Pisces? All right, we have I can't talk to you right now. Why do I feel this way? And then bottom of the deck now on that side is why can't I tell you the truth? Anything else? Any other messages here for Pisces? Drama. And no one understands me but you. The other half of the deck now says, I don't know who I am anymore. So take these messages as they resonate. They may not all resonate. Um, I feel like this person, it's important that you and them have a open, honest conversation. So I would suggest that you do that, kind of reiterate where you're at here, Pisces. And again, I feel like you're going to need some more time. And again, at the end of the day, if you and this person are meant to be together, it will happen. Yeah. So hopefully this reading resonated. If it did make sense, if you could let me know by hitting the like button. I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to make a comment. And I hopefully will see you in your next mid-month. Take care, guys.